Yeah, see if we can get a motherfucking dub. One more game before I go ahead and enjoy the weather.
So I'm going to let these cool for 12 to 15 minutes because they still they rise, they still are baking.
Oh fuck, I got Cap. Might be a lot of picks this game, man. Cap disappointed me last game.
And like I said earlier, the icing sugar and the vanilla is sort of to offset if there is.
Trying to keep it out of Cap's hands. Don't want the game to depend on Cap's performance. Ooh, we in the picture. Wow, we gotta win this game.
Should we like smoke a J or something while that's going? I mean, I don't know what the plan is, but it seems like usually the time when you smoke a J. Yeah. Seattle, everybody was beer, coffee, beard oil, you name it. Well, I'm about to meet the folks over at Craft Elixirs who bring craft to cannabis, and they're going to give me a tour of their production facility, and then later they're going to show me what weed hospitality in the Emerald City is all about. Let's get into it. How are these sauces or syrups used exactly?
The elixirs are really, we made these to be for making cocktails. The first one that I have is Seattle Simple. It's just a basic, simple syrup. People like to use them for making a tea or like to make a mojito. You use it to sweetening anything you want to sweeten.
The other ones have some flavor to them, it looks like, huh?
Yeah, we have our Ballard Beet, which is our blueberry orange. This is probably one of our most popular flavors.
Alright.
Syrup. We call this one our Capitol Hill Heat. On the craft tab, you can see the grower that we work with.
Who's Buffalo Bill?
Buffalo Bill is the name of the strain.
And how medicated is like one of these bottles or one serving?
One capful is 5 milligrams.
Oh, okay. So it's
yeah, I had it ready.
It makes me think of like an Asian hot sauce. You know what I mean? That's sweet but hot at the same time. So this is about 5 right here. Ballpark.
That's virgin, so you can't consume any cannabis on site.
Ah, okay. So how did you get started?
We're sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction to the Cowboys.
Well, it was 11-4. No wonder we lost.
Big D, as their guys will do battle with the Washington football team.
We get the ball first. God damn.
The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. On the return, Tony Pollard from his end zone. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
We just add in all the sugar.
A lot of sugar. I mean, that's the amount on that.
And then I'm just going to use this right over here.
So this machine right here is just going to like stir it hot. Is that right?
Yeah, that has to stir for about 20 straight minutes. We really want to make sure that the sugar is completely dissolved in the water. After that, we'll just toss all of this fruit into that sugar water pot and let it cook for about an hour and 10 minutes. And that's when everything starts to kind of like break down and the flavors kind of pop a little bit.
I mean, it just smells like candy right now. It's incredible.
We're going to strain this. We just have to get all the large fruit chunks out first. We'll take all these ends later.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down.
Hit that kind of slow. Hit that kind of slow.
Look in the schedule. These two division rivals didn't see each other much of the year. Their first meeting was just a few weeks ago, back in Week 14. And it was the Cowboys winning on the road, so they look for the sweep here back home in Arlington.
Yeah, there's so many.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
So how do we do that?
The give is to Elliott. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30. I tell you what, CD, this Washington defense, very strong in the victory last week.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense, because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
2nd and 12. Here's Kaepernick to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete.
Man, that was a floater.
So the completion good for 7 there. And they're going to face a 3rd down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area, that they want him involved, just as you said. They want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game.
Well, here we go. That was a bad decision. That was all me. Panic, panic, panic. All my fault.
Thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
Following the interception here, Mariota. And the catch made by Hilton. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. So a little more space to operate now. 1st and 10 from right around the 12.
Shot ourselves in the foot. We got to bounce back, fellas. We got to bounce back. There we go. What? No safety? Wow.
Now this is where field awareness comes into play. He's getting perilously close to his own goal line, and after that sack, backed up to his own 2.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. And that
okay,
is
man.
going to be a safety. Well,
I'll take it, baby.
They might come to play. One has already come to play here. A safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away, because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
And beyond the 20,
I will take it.
not by much. In fact,
now let's make up for that bullshit.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Here's Kaepernick.
Man, what is going on, baby?
That's a nice job there, because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties.
Cap, you got a limited time to show yourself, man.
On 3rd and long, it's Kaepernick. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports.
Couldn't get that cut in time.
Doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. And he'll go underneath here to Elliott. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because
good shit.
In the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package, and that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Now on 4th down on is the punt team sending this one away. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
Brandon, never quite sure what the side judge or the field judge is going to rule there. That was awfully close, but in the end, he says it passed over the 1-yard line, and that's where they're going to mark it out. I mean, you can see it right there, right? See him walking up the sideline? Told him to stop right there at the 1.
All right, cheers, guys. What? This is the most significant.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And, of course, coming off the safety.
Hold up.
The football, never want that.
No, that's pretty unique, too, isn't it? When you give up points that way and the scoreboard, you look up and it says 2-0, it can throw you a little bit. Let's see if they can put that to the side and move forward.
Great, thank you so much. So, can you tell me what kind of stars this is?
Mariota on 1st down.
Okay, there.
It's a second safety in this ball game. So troubles here offensively. I tell you, the noise in this
win off safeties,
that is
dude.
going to
Goddamn
make
it.
it harder for these guys to hear.
Sometimes I find myself shouting up here. But you're right. If you can't communicate well or get off the snap count properly, it can cause big problems. And this qualifies as a big problem.
Well, this is incredibly harassing.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And it's been their defense with the totality of the scoring thus far. So rare to see this, but 2 safeties, a 4-0 lead as they start here following the free kick. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Oh, good shit.
It's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it.
Oh, he to the house.
And he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a
Okay,
Washington touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would
Yeah,
like
Cap,
to
I
have
think
back.
he's going to
It
take
lands
you
right
on up out of there, bro.
He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Extra point try good by Gano. And that gives him a 3-point lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken success.
I hear that you're the cupcake queen of Seattle.
Wow, what an honor. That's great. Yeah.
All right, Cap. Gonna take a good breather.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And now following the safety, they'll have the football with a chance to take the lead as they begin following the free kick. And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down of the sack. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And he will bring
How about that? We might have just took ourselves out of playoff contention
about opportunities and taking
with the
advantage of them.
quickness.
And he did exactly that. I used to have a coach told us all the time, a lost opportunity is never regained. Well, no regrets here. He picked that one off and took it to the house.
Gano the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Can't blame that one on Cap.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Terrible
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
All right. Let's see what we can make up for it.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They'll go to work with a little
Let's be down by 3.
Free kick, 1st and 10. He'll fire deep downfield from Lamb. And that's caught inside the 30. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. A big play here for Dallas. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Elliott going to get it again on 2nd down.
That is not how you do it, fella.
This first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Here's Rippon.
Damn!
Tries to force it in and it's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it.
We could have at least had 7 with a field goal. That's crazy.
And you know, a lot of people look
All
at
right.
these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one, and they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception, tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a second one.
Taking a shot for Sam.
Wow.
It got his man complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line.
We out here
Now
looking like
Washington gonna use the
shit.
2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Let's get back in the
Just like
game.
that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. To throw Mariota.
All right, there we go. Get me out of danger.
Picked off by Bryce
Get me out of
Callahan.
danger.
And the Cowboys will have
Just get me back in field goal
position
range.
here as they take over at their 45-yard line. That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver, whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter. They'll determine that on the sideline. The bottom line, you can see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target.
Can't be scared, though.
And as you can see, we use exclusively LED lights.
Now Rippon on 1st and 10.
Regular standard HID.
Forced out to his left. And he's going to have to eat this
Ooh,
one.
that
There
crack.
he goes. This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
Well, you guys said they made stuff from scratch. They were serious. I mean, every single ingredient comes from the source. I met the cow that we got our cream from.
Off play action, it's Rippon.
We get our buds from. And now,
Damn!
The 3rd time here this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Jones. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
We need to
So
retire.
now 2 consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. You wonder if he's trying to do a little too much out there.
Oh, I like where you're going with that maybe he's pressing it a little bit, trying to be too fine with his throws, or maybe
We still in the game,
his
though.
arm. It could be a combination of all of those things. In any event, he's got to get it figured out and in a hurry.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. Oh, this is
Wow.
taken in. It's complete.
Yep.
Touchdown, Washington.
That hurt.
I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like
And
a
they get the
big
ball
play,
back.
and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come
Yeah,
from
well, you might as well go ahead and tell them to get game early.
Go get it, big man.
This shit is a wrap.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
Starting to smell good already.
So we're ready to strain it. We got some cheesecloth in a strainer here with a bowl underneath it. We're just going to pour this straight through the cheesecloth.
There's all our spent wheat flours.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play.
We have 1 3/4 cup of green sugar and 1 teaspoon of baking powder.
They'll throw now on the final play. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper.
Look at this shit, man. What the fuck?
Interception. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we have come upon halftime, and it's the visiting group from Washington who are out on top. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach.
1 teaspoon of vanilla paste. Madagascar.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. So Washington in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. Jamal Agnew now to return it. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Milligrams of THC spread across 12 cupcakes. That's about 7 milligrams of cupcake. We did the math on the cannabis cupcake batter, and that is 16 or so milligrams per cupcake. So you add that plus the 7 we're at.
All right, great.
Pretty potent cupcake. You put in 2/3 cup of those delicious.
On second down, McCaffrey. And oh, he spins past him and into space. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their
Good move,
pace.
too.
This is ball control football.
Killed my
Sustained
dude.
runs, taking their time and making it work.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Throwing, Mariota. He'll let this go for the end zone.
Okay, give me my ball back.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And the Cowboys are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
I can't get shit going, man.
Don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just
Fuck, man.
Another interception. Picked off by Marshawn.
I really want to throw the towel in, man. This shit is crazy.
He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Well, these two teams you might remember.
If you just joining, I'm getting my ass kicked. This shit is crazy.
So they are gunning
but we
for
got
a
good
sweep
lead.
here in Dallas.
So I'll be alright. Matter of fact, shit, I need to blaze up now. This shit hurt, baby.
Second and 10. Play action now. Mariota taking a shot for six.
Come on, give me my ball back.
And for a third time,
But we can't capitalize off this shit.
picked off by Bryce Callahan. And the Cowboys are going to take possession.
We ain't got enough time to keep running it, and we ain't getting no running yards.
Quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles.
We can't do shit,
Still
man.
in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that.
We ain't about to
This
do
defense,
shit.
They haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the
Got to
team
do
that
some
just
short
threw an
shit,
interception.
something.
They've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
That was dangerous right there.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
Real dangerous. We ain't got enough time to be doing no bullshit.
Right now, I think the scoreboard is
Got to take a
dictating
chance
what they
every
need to
time.
do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
3 yards to gain there, second down. Rippon looks to throw it again. On the crossing route, he hits his man, Amari Cooper. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Out of the gun is Rippon. Again, it's Cooper as he makes the catch. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, Rippon. He'll get this out wide here to Elliott. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. Throwing again on 2nd down. Rippon running one fly deep for Cooper.
All right.
It's caught. It's Cooper for the Cowboys.
Make it a little more respectable.
Amari Cooper, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
We got defense. We can't tell by the score.
To return, here's Agnew. And he had no room to run as he's
That's really great. I mean, I didn't know that's
Uh-oh.
I can't wait to try some of that hash.
Coach's adjustments. Backflip break.
This is Sub-Zero extractors. This is where my extractors that I use are made. So this is the machine I make my
Let me kill this roach real quick.
It helps me with my extractions.
Let's make some hash.
This is some glue magoo. This machine carries about
Should we put Cap back
so
in?
we'll run, anywhere between
Or let the
an hour
white
and a
boy
half
take
to 2.5
over?
pounds of one of these machines, depending on how much of this stuff.
I hate to do it, but the white boy got the momentum on our side.
Just pour it in there. How much concentrate?
down inside the 20.
Sorry, Cap. All right, what he doing? What he doing?
So basically, our solvent, which we're using, is a gas inside this one right here, inside this tank, is running through this.
Out there, set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score.
Come on, get out there, man.
Flush to his right. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
We don't want any fats or chlorophylls, any of the green stuff.
Dallas, Texas is the spot, third quarter inside AT&T Stadium. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10. Mariota. Flushed out right. Lines up and lets it go for Samuel. And this will be
Wow, fellas, what is y'all doing out there?
29.
That should have been a pick.
Huge play there for
That's crazy.
Washington.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure's
crazy.
good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough, they let a man come open, and the connection leads to a big play.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. He'll buy some time right. And that is
Way to recover, way to recover.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
on play action. Mariota. It's brought in by Harris. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Mariota again. Being chased out left. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Second down and goal. Mariota, touchdown Washington. Jordan Akins.
Move fast enough.
Touchdown on the year. And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further. An important score there, CD, and now an important extra point because it would make it a 3-score game.
Love the map there, and at this point in the fourth quarter, look, we all need next-gen stats, right? We all use them, but we don't need them here, do we? Because that means it's almost a certain victory.
Gano now to add the extra point.
It's all right. It's all right, baby. What's this? Our first year. It's all right. We'll get it together one day.
Does all the THC make it into there?
No. Because
Definitely knocked us down about the playoffs.
it's a nice way to come back to the fruit and the flavor of it by putting it on the trash.
Right. And by keeping it cold, I'm guessing you get a lot more of the terpene flavor and a lot less of just that, like, whatever.
Yeah. Mac and cheese here, as Dave suggested.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
Finished it with a little bit of the same and done it. Served over some bacon, smoked.
This mac and cheese is so good. Oh my God.
I'm amazed how much that flavor is coming through in the restaurant. Yeah, it's really getting
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. This one certainly has not gone according to script. You would have thought on paper that this offense would have its way here, but They certainly have not, and they trail big. After this, it figures to be a quiet trip home. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. To throw again on second down. Rippin. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. The Cowboys on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation. Rippin to pass. Throw left side complete. That's Elliott. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they can
That's what our season been like, that right there.
Ezekiel Elliott not able to get it past the marker. And Washington will take control of the football in great field position. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Mariota. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And the Cowboys are going to have it here at their own 15. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And this game went off the rails early for them and never really got back on track. And these fans, they were expecting to be on the up. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Marshawn Lattimore. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
Mariota's throw here taken in by Knox. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
What may seem a little unorthodox to some people, got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game.
And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown.
That's embarrassing right there.
Touchdown number 15 of the year. And Washington able to capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead is now 24. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
I would like to welcome to the stage the host of Bon Appetit, Abdullah Saeed, everybody. Put your hands together right now.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go. There are a lot of people watching the guys on the field now. And if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Room here to run. Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Cowboys get a bit closer.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
And he is going to lose yardage here.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of two-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And this game, it could very well turn out to be the shocker of the weekend. Not too many expecting them to come in here and win. And they're not just winning, they're dominating. And now trying to finish this one off. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Play fake. Mariota. Taking a shot for Samuel. He's got a man. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Curtis Samuel, his second touchdown of the night. And Washington is able to stretch their lead.
Well, partner, when a team's up,
Why they do us like that?
I always wonder what's their motivation.
Dirty
because if it's
bitches.
me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit. But
You gotta keep your foot on the gas with these young motherfuckers in these leagues, boy. They'll do you dirty.
I think his opinion is, you stop us. We're not
It's
supposed to pull
cool.
back ourselves.
We took a hard L today, but
They open the lead up now to 25.
like I said, we got weed, baby. It's gonna be all right.
Gano now following the touchdown.
Probably
here to
knock
kick
us
it
up out of the
away.
playoffs too, but we'll be back next year. I'm gonna draft me a QB.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence. A big offensive explosion.
Will the results be in early? Ooh, I still gotta play the Eagles though, so
Beginner Buds does not condone illegal
that
activity and certainly does
will
not
do
sell
it.
it. So don't even ask. Seriously.
Ooh.
You're never gonna
Let's
make
put the
it.
Eagles
You're not
in.
good enough. There's a million other people with the same stuff. You really think you're different and you must be kidding. Think you're gonna hit it, but you just don't get it. It's impossible. It's not probable. You're irresponsible. How is it growing, everyone? With the cannabis decarbed and infused
Well.
in coconut oil, there's only one thing left to do. Get that THC